Klay got really going in the fourth. Kind of what ended up happening that he got so free as often as he did.
We kind of got going. I thought it was a rotation, and we didn't finish the rotation, but it was Caleb Martin in the slot. We full rotated, gave him a corner three. Then we helped out the strong side corner in front of our bench, give up another three. And then, a few of those, he got going at that point. He just made some tough ones. One low in the shot clock, kind of juked back door, spun back off, made a tough three. And then he had it going. We had the game in, right where we wanted it to have it. And then Klay got going and made some shots.
5-15 now. What is there to even kind of say at this point about what has been transpiring?
Nothing. I mean, we got to stay with it. Got to play better. 34 points again in that third quarter. I thought they got going offensively, and then carried over into the fourth quarter as well.
Ty, what's most disappointing about the way you guys played tonight, team?
A combination of a lot of different things. 18 turnovers I thought was huge. Can't turn the basketball over because we can't get back in transition and get set, make them play against our half-court defense. And then I thought our point of attack defense one-on-one, especially in that first half, really hurt us. I thought they got to wherever they wanted to get to on the floor one-on-one.
Hey, Ty, so Kawhi took the side on Cooper, especially in the fourth quarter. Talk about his defense and how he especially was, down the stretch of that game defensively.
We talked about we gave him too much space. In that first half, he was able to play free. In the second half, we know he likes to penetrate and spin, and so we wanted to make sure when he spun that somebody was there to protect, and we did that better in the second half.
So you continue to say that you guys are going to be okay, you're going to figure it out, and you even said the other day that you'll let us know if you don't feel that way anymore. For you right now, where you guys are sitting, what would that point be where you feel like you guys aren't okay?
I don't know yet. I've never been there.
Is this the closest that you felt to that?
No, I still feel okay.
And Coach, talking about the turnovers, it seems like they're more timely turnovers for you guys. You go back to last night with Memphis, and then tonight, you guys have these timely turnovers. Fourth quarter, they're trailing James, they get a tap underneath. Just those turnovers. Can you talk about the difference? And all turnovers are obviously bad, but the ones in the fourth quarter mainly that you guys have that really are killing you guys.
Yeah, I think the turnovers, along with the offensive rebound, has hurt us a lot. Especially in the fourth quarters. And so, we guys got to do a better job of protecting the basketball. If we want to be a good offensive team, we got to get shots on goal. We can't turn the basketball over and allow guys to get out in transition and get easy baskets against us.
Ty, not to beat a dead horse, but this has been a recurring thing for you guys. If guys aren't getting the message and play on the floor is not changing, what has to change?
We got to play better.
Everyone said that, but if no one is playing better, is there a next step?
Yeah, we tried a lot of different things, and so we'll keep trying. But yeah, there's no next step right now.
Thank you.
James, after the Lakers game, you had just mentioned that you're going to be confident, like you talked about that internal belief you have in yourself. Beyond that, are there any things that you see right now that give you reasons for confidence beyond just that internal belief that you have?
Yeah, we have the lead in a lot of these games. Yeah, last night up 16 or 15, whatever the case. Tonight up, and then we just let it slip away.
Why is that happening?
I mean, if we knew it, then it wouldn't be happening. It's a variety of things.
Can this be salvaged, like the start of the season?
What other choice have we got? Like I said before,
I mean, it can always continue going.
I can.
That's
So this is a question that we'll see.
What's the challenge of trying to help other guys who, when you had training camp, you understood who you wanted to play through, how you wanted to play? What's the challenge of trying to integrate those guys, different guys into how y'all want to play offensively right now?
Challenging.
In what ways?
Every way.
For you, I mean, you've been one of the great floor raisers that this game has ever seen. How is it more challenging than some of the other situations you've been in where you've been able to raise that floor?
I don't know. Can't recall the last situations or whatever. Like, situation here is just difficult. we're not, not making shots offensively. Defensively, we just we allow things that the game plan mistakes. We allow that happen too many times. So that's just one of the reasons why we lose games.
How do you and Kawhi kind of communicate with each other? Just
It's not about me and Kawhi communication. My Kawhi communication is just perfect. Me, us talking and communicating and make us win games. We got to go out there and actually win the game, do the things necessary to win games.
Is this the most frustrating it has been for you?
What do you mean?
Like, you guys are fine.
Losing is always frustrating.
All right, but when you can't find a way out of it, is this the most frustrating it has
It
been?
is frustrating. I don't know. I'm not going to compare it to that other situations, but it's definitely frustrating. Thanks.
Appreciate it, James.
When asked, Ty said that about like what's next, like what else can you do? And he said there is no next step. Is that concerning?
In a way, he's correct. The only thing we can do is continue to fix our energy, watch film. I mean, the same stuff we have been doing, but what's the phrase? Insanity, right? So,
It's doing the same thing over and over again.
So we're trying to do what we can. But right now, obviously, a tough time for us. Nobody in this locker room is a loser, so trying to figure it out.
So you think it can be fixed?
For sure. We have enough talent, experience, knowledge in this room, basketball-wise, to truly be a force in this league. We just, like I said, having a rough stretch right now and nobody's enjoying it.
So Ty keeps saying the same thing to you guys. Why isn't it sticking?
Sometimes it's just not that simple. It's the best league in the world. Obviously, we other teams scout as we do, and like I said, sometimes the ball's not going to go in our favor, but on the other half, effort and intensity, energy from our end has to be at a highly competitive nature for us to win games, and it can't fluctuate. We can't turn it on and off when we want to. It has to be something that's consistent and something that will help us win in the long run.
You mentioned that insanity quote, like doing the same thing over and over again. From your perspective, what is something, if anything, that is outside of what you've been doing over and over again that can be like tangibly implemented right away?
Essentially, energy, fixing our energy as a collective, whether it be our guys at the top or it be our rooks, coaches, whoever it may be. Everybody has to genuinely believe that we belong here and that that we're ready to win, and everybody has to be bought into it, or we're just talking.
Energy is generally deemed like one of those controllable factors. Why is that not there for you guys right now if it feels like it could be in your control?
I mean, outside of obvious reasons for losing, I just feel like, when your team's not in flow, the energy can fluctuate, and obviously losing makes it tougher, but, you know what I mean? It's tough, like I said, when you're losing and, the rhythm isn't there. Like I said, just energy can be rough to catch a flow, so it's on us, again, to be elite professionals and fix it.
Based on what you've seen, can this be salvaged?
For sure.
From what you've seen through the first 20 games?
For sure. I hope so. I always, again, have to believe and try to carry myself with the correct energy that we can do anything. And, you know what I mean? In terms of us going out in there and doing it, it's all of us together, arms locked for us to actually achieve that. But, not saying I'm perfect or can't do anything. Obviously, I need to be held accountable for my offensive mistake, turnovers, whatever it may be. But trying to hold my brothers, have my brothers back when I can, and try to just come prepared and play with energy.
Sorry, brother. Cut you off. What happens in the locker room? Y'all are taking leads into halftime and coming out, and I mean, teams got to come out and take timeouts early in third quarters and stuff like that. Like, do you think that's something that can be addressed here in this locker room?
It has to be. It needs to be. It's been an emphasis from Coach Lue for us to get out there. To answer your question, brother, that's one big thing that we, put emphasis on is slow starts in the third quarter. It can't happen. We get our lead and do what we're supposed to do in the first half and just fumble it away way too easy with the the lack of energy, the slow starts, whatever you want to call it, and it can't be fixed. And this is where it has to be fixed. Or again, we're just going to keep looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying the same thing over and over again.
Kawhi, you had mentioned after the Lakers game that you wanted to see your minutes go up. This is the second straight night where you guys have won your minutes, but you were only limited to 29. How much input have you been able to have on trying to get those bumped up?
It doesn't matter about that. They're missing their star players, and we can't get a win. We got to do it collectively, like I said before. It's all 15.
How are you feeling physically after the ankle playing back-to-back?
Good. Feel good.
Can this be salvaged?
Huh?
Can this be salvaged? You guys are 5-15. There was the old cliche, like you are what your record says at a certain point. Like, do you think this can be salvaged?
Yeah. I mean, it's what you said, 5-15, still early. Got 62 games left. We just got to be better in the second half and the second quarter. The last 3/4 of the season, and see what we could do.
What are you seeing when you go to the bench in the second half of games? Because obviously back-to-back nights where when you go to the bench, team loses the lead gets extended, you got to come in and have to try and save the game.
Like I said, it's not about that. Especially it depends what we're trying to do. If we're trying to win a championship, we need everybody. It's not about the minutes played or any of that. We're up in these games. We should be able to close it out.
Do you feel like teams know how they want to attack you, and it's getting a bit too easy to use y'all as a blueprint in that regard?
They're doing a great job. It's an NBA. They want to win games as well. When we lose, it feels like they executed the game plan better. We got to do our job and execute the game plan on our end.
You mentioned the goal of winning a championship. You obviously know the standard that it takes, and you've mentioned over the years the regular season really matters in terms of setting those championship habits. Where do you think you guys, obviously outside of the record, where do you think you guys are lacking right now when it comes to those championship habits?
We got to worry about winning the game right now first before we think about any type of championship. Like I said, we all got to come in collectively. It's the same blueprint for every game. Let's keep, sound like a broken record, but it's getting back in transition. And then from there, knowing what we're doing on the defensive end, getting a stop, getting a rebound, and coming back with pace and execute on the offensive end.
Is that what has made this frustrating? Like this stretch, is that every game is just the same game over and over?
A little bit, but it's a little bright side knowing that we can beat these teams. I know you can't get no wins in the first half, so it's the NBA, it's 48 minutes, but you could look at that and try to just duplicate that the next 24 minutes and see what happens.
So that's
Last question.
So that's basically what it is. Like you got to take the bright side of things where you can get them and kind of just build them from there.
You got to dig in within everybody and accept the challenge. It's time to crawl out the hole, and that's either you want to or stay down.
What were your impressions of Cooper Flagg tonight?
He did a great job. Jason Kidd did a good job spreading the floor out, letting them attack, get to his spots. Got to the free throw line, made mids, got fouled.
Thanks, Clark.